They send Officer Jarod out every time you get complaints about the Mormons, don't they? I'm Melton, sump carpenter. Dad carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm a sump carpenter. I get to make parables. I'm also doing a little genetic carpentry. It used to be all dark brown, slowly but surely disappearing. Bigger, bluer circles grown in place. Genetic carpentry. And it's going on with the muscles, bones, and organs. Very painful with the muscles. That's why I'm in a wheelchair. And medical research being passed by with that kind of stuff. Let me start my parable because I want to get this over with quick. I can't go to the doctor today. I was supposed to go down the street, not far, but it's supposed to be raining. And my personal assistant, helps me out with the laundry, going to get groceries, and going to doctors. Called last night for me. It was way past my bedtime. I try to get to sleep early. My sleep is my pain meds. But I may have to go back to bed. I'm feeling a little woozy. But called and canceled. She can't. She's got her own doctor's appointment. Unexpectedly came up, so I'm gonna have to try. I tried calling. They're not there. It's 8 o'clock. But let me get to my parable before I go lay down. Greg has called the cops. He wanted to tell them about these folks' case in their neighborhood. Yes, the Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. Going up and down the street, knocking on doors, looking in carports, seeing what's there, seeing who's there and when they're there, when they're not there. He called to complain, and he said that all of his neighbors, every time they show up, they got them on a sales route. The missionary sent out from Utah. They got them on a nice little sales route, and every so often, who knows, a month, 2 months, they come through, and that's when stuff starts disappearing. Like your call to me, 424-229-4140. Make a video if you had that call to me right now. You have no idea when else or why else your phone's not allowed to work. Gonna be something boring, phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Get to leave a message, I don't get it, you don't show up on my caller ID. My call records, our call records. Make a video of that. I've been asking for Flight 93 checks for 9 years. I have yet to get one. 168. Yet to get one, and no certified mail, no non-certified mail. Not any of my attention getting parables, my series, no 93 checks, no calls about the 93 checks, no checks of their lifelines reaching me. No mail about the 93 check, no mail about my Tommy parables, the no-armed Chinese fella, the Osama rumor that Hussein is Osama's son. Yeah, I always thought it was bad taste. Placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. I always thought it was bad taste. We don't go by the fact that Obama grew up in Africa to be closer to his dad during those formative years. We don't go by that. Apparently we don't go by that to be president of America. Now they got that wrestling guy Trump in. We don't go by that. We go by you not reaching them in 9 years. We the people must be the reporters. Make that video, post that video, call me up in front of reporters, network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. Make that video, post that video, It's going to be boring. A phone ringing, everybody says a busy signal. It's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, the police, paramedics, and you're getting that. So make the video, post the video. And yes, it's not going to be boring. Well, it probably will be boring, but there's money out of your pocket. Next time you're calling up countless other customers like me, and you're getting that boring phone ringing, error message, busy signal. When you're doing that, yeah, it's money out of your pocket. So Gates or Spectrum being incredibly obnoxious with their decibel law breaking fleet this morning. Walmart, and whoever's the biggest name in your business, I bet you use the phone in your business. Whoever's the biggest name, so they can get the business. Make that video. Your lifeline is the most important thing. And yes, wallpaper your neighborhoods when those Mormons knock. They're praying, P-R-E-Y-I-N-G. As you recall, when they placed Hussein, the first time I think, they had that Rich Romney guy running. Part of the sham election. You can't reach me. You can't reach voter registration links at vote-truth.blogspot.com, and they're also on my YouTube as well. You can't reach those. You can't use those. You can't register to vote. Most importantly, I mean, you can register to vote. I'm sure you can go down to the city hall or wherever you can register and do that. But you can't reach me. Tell me who I should vote for. You can't reach me to tell me what I should support, what cause. Yeah, that's our democracy being hijacked. It's how they can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world, now Trump. I don't play favorites, truth, it's my favorite. So back to the Mormons. And Greg calls up, he and his wife, and yeah, the gates in the neighborhood for the less, the ones they don't put out in the pews when you go to their church. And they call up, for one thing or another, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're walking down the street with a laptop, and we don't think it's theirs, or whatever they're calling, and maybe they told them we don't want you coming to our door, and they keep coming to the door. And they send out Officer Jarod and Officer Jeffrey. And Jarod, he's very cool, calm, and collective. Very PC. And he gives them the, oh, well, they're a church, and they're doing this, and it's teenagers out on their mission, and that doesn't work because Greg's a very persuasive speaker. He tells them exactly how it is. I tell it just how it is. They show up, Mormon missionaries show up on my caller ID. If you don't, you have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. So ask them about that when they knock on your door. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and get the Mormons' reaction to that. Anyway, Jarod is handing him the lines he's been taught to give them, and then all of a sudden it's not working. He just flies off the handle, and yeah, most of the time you see those missionaries out your door, you're going to see the very calm, very very well-trained speakers, that kind of stuff. But if you ever get a Mormon, and make sure if you do, get it on video. It's something to see. I've seen quite a few of them just go stone cold crazy, get angry as hell over the years. And that's what Officer Jarod does. And oh, I stuck my finger in my eye. I hate that. And as he's yelling and screaming about, you leave these goddamn Mormons alone. They're just trying to convert the faithful. And Greg's wife, Georgette, talking to Jared's partner, who apparently isn't a Mormon. She says to him, let me guess, they send him out, Jared, the officer, whenever they have problems with the Mormons in this town. And yeah, the other officer has seen it a lot and says, oh yeah. You will find that relationship between authority figures, at least what I call the Great Wall of Evil authority figures, and the Mormons, Latter-day Saints. They're working together for the devil. Oh, yeah, the devil insists the Mormons spend 3 hours worshiping him in his lies in those churches on Sunday. My meaner stuff. My Tommy series 1. So if you want to call them up and interrupt them for a change, get their numbers, call them up, and ask them, what do you know about this? How do you reach Melton? Because if my phone's not working because I'm a true Christian, unlike you, we would like to know how you do that. Get your phone to work despite censorship. Because if we're trapped in a burning building and our phone's not working, we want it to work. How do you get your phone to work? Get their reactions and post. And yeah, wallpaper your neighborhood with these 5s when they come in 2 to a 4x6 print. That's a 1 to a 4x6 print. You'll find them on Vote Truth and ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. And if you come across anyone who doesn't know about the Flight 93 check, especially those in authority positions, direct them to ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. And yeah, all across the country, since harassment techniques are being conducted this morning, and I'm not going to be able to go to my doctor because of the bizarre stuff going on lately. Yeah, you got a right to know what's going on in California, part of America. Call up state, city, counties, police departments. What do you know about John Milton Brady asking for Flight 93 checks for 9 years, not getting one? If they don't know what a Flight 93 check is, they're involved or they're incompetent. One or the other. And it affects your citizens because it's our lifelines. And you're part of the world, so ask them. Get Officer so-and-so's name. Oh, I've said before on days like today. Put the numbers on the backs of these 5s. Every cop in California, especially the state troopers, are supposed to be above that Hollywood kind of LA City and LA County kind of stuff. Get their reaction to your phone. Now, you can check and post in 5 via speakerphone. You got your wife's phone. Trying to call me, and you don't know when else that phone, your family's lifeline, won't be allowed to work. Ask them, what do you know about this? They're going to BS you. You're going to pass the buck. Say, well, you love those press conferences out there in California. We see those every 2 minutes. Why aren't you conducting it if it's out of your jurisdiction as far as phone stuff goes? Why aren't you? This affects our safety of our citizens. This man's been asking for a Flight 93 check for 9 years in our state, and we want to know why we can't reach him. Ask them that, and as I said in the parable recently, it's you're giving them the opportunity to be my parables about California's corrupt, cowardly cops. You give them the opportunity to be a law enforcement officer and be honest. And if someone tells you they don't know what a Flight 93 check is at this point, they're obviously not being honest. Well, you're giving them an opportunity to be corrupt and cowardly. Witness that and spread the word. If it's necessary, we need to replace them. We get some folks in here. We can farm them in from all the other states, maybe. And there's about 50 counties, and each state kind of matches up to it. Some get a couple. And we get some law enforcement in here that can control cable installers and Latter-day Sinners running wild. And yeah, it's not just about disturbing the men. Telling everyone about. Oh yeah, this is at that point where I tell you, if you got the numbers on the backs of the fives and you call them up and they don't like being disturbed at their home, tell them neither the hell to Stone Cold. If you were doing your damn job, we wouldn't have to disturb you at your home. But yeah, ask him, what do you know about this? When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you as an authority figure who took oaths, who made promises, swore to uphold stuff. When will my phone not be allowed to work? My family's life on because of what you're taking part in. Get their reaction, pose. Same with the Mormons. Call them up on those temples. You see them out having dinner in between interrupting their other folks' dinner, interrupting their family's time. Ask them, why are you actively part of managed censorship in America? And illustrate. Try to call me in front of them. Get their reaction. You show up on his caller ID. His call logs. Get your reaction post, and yeah, come see me. We'll travel. As long as someone's going to drive me. I can't go to the doctor's office. The assistant, you can't drive me, and it's supposed to be raining all day. Come see me. Let's get started building a better world. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil that has just me and all that imagery, and let's get started doing just that.